Okay, what I would like to show is the Explore tool using Google Docs. For those of you that are in the class, you obviously know about this. We had to do an assignment on it, but for anyone who hasn't seen this, this is a pretty handy tool. This year, I did a coaching cycle with one of our instructional coaches, and we focused on um, having students look up information and then getting that from credible resources and using primary and secondary resources in their research. And so when we had them complete the research, we obviously wanted them to give credit where credit is due and cite properly the sources that they obtained information from. So what I thought was really handy for students and for teachers too was the Explore tool and the ability to quote that information very quickly and easy instead of going to like EasyBib and going through the steps and entering information in EasyBib. That's the site that we used for the particular assignment we had the kids work on in that coaching cycle. But this was a lot easier and streamlined through Google using the Explore tool. So if you look down here in the corner, there's the Explore tool down there. And if we just go ahead and click on that, and let's say we wanted to do a little research about the Declaration of Independence, so we can just type that in, and there it pops up, Declaration of Independence, and we can go ahead and click on that. Let's say we're going to use this first site for one of our sources, history.org, and that's one of the things we talked about with the kids is just making sure that it comes from a reliable source. So we're going to check this out and see if it is reliable and go from there. So let's check it out. So I'll go ahead and click on that. Seems like a pretty legitimate website as you kind of look. The ads pop up there and so on. So let's just kind of scroll through here, and it gives most of just the general text and then obviously the signers of the declaration. And it's copyrighted and so forth down here. So let's say we just wanted to use some of this, or we want to look at any other related information over here. We could look at the introduction and give maybe some of these original facts as to where it is and that kind of stuff. I'll give some definition there too. So if we wanted to use this, let's say we're just going to quote this here. So we're just going to use that as a quote. So we'll cheat here and go in here. We'll title this the Declaration and then we're just going to go down here and we will. Okay, now we're just going to directly quote this so we know that it came right from this particular site. Okay, so now we've done that. So the handy thing about this is we can just go right up here and hit these little quotation marks, and then we're going to cite that footnote because we want to make sure that we give credit to that, and yep, that we quoted that directly from that, so we know where the original Declaration of Independence is. So let's just go ahead and cite that information. Just click on that. Noticed it popped in with a little 1 down there. So now at the bottom of our paper, it's got that quoted for us right there already, automatically done, and there it is. If we wanted to do that again, we can just go through and just double check, these sources here. Again, if we want to cite that, it'll drop that in. So let's say we want to do another one. Let's grab one, let's say from the National Archives here. Let's check this one out. Oh, the government shutdown. How handy. Okay, so so if we want to learn more about our declaration, let's go ahead and click that. Oh, maybe it's not going to let us because of the shutdown. But anyway, again, if we wanted to quote this again, we'll just type in something here. And let's go back here and just say, let's go back and see if we can find here something quick. We'll just quote this one again from Abraham Lincoln. So we're going to directly quote that again. Oops. There we go. So we'll just put the direct quotations around it again so we know it's a direct quote from that site. We're going to put our tab right there. And then we'll do the National Archives. We want to cite that again. So it puts in, that's going to be our second citation right there. And then as we scroll down, we'll know that it was directly cited from that source, and then Google handily puts that in right there. So now we've given credit. No, we can look at the date that it was accessed by me, January 5th, and then January 5th again, and then it came from those websites, and when they were last updated and such like that. So pretty handy, in my opinion, when you're getting students to write, papers, and you want to make sure that they're giving credit to those sources. Very easy to use, very user-friendly, and so something that I felt was pretty handy anyway. If you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, we'll just end this right here. Thanks for listening.